Here we are looking at the final closed panels of the Isenheim altarpiece. So we've switched out and replaced the crucifixion panels and the St. Anthony's panels with these here. Okay. Wow. What we have are three scenes from the life of Christ. We have the Annunciation, the Nativity, and the Resurrection. So the Annunciation is the announcement, and let's zoom in on that. The announcement from Archangel Gabriel to Mary that she will bear the Son of God. In the center, we have the Nativity, the birth, the naissance, the birth of Jesus. And in the final panel, we have the resurrection, when he rises up from the tomb. So let's look at these individually. In the Annunciation, we see this beautiful angel, Gabriel, this gorgeous wings, flowing fabric, gorgeous chiaroscuro. And he comes to Mary, and her sign here, or her body language here, is one of humility. Behind them, look at what Matthias Grunwald has done. He's captured this gorgeous Gothic chapel, the space with these pointed arches, these ribbed groin vaults. All of these things are just absolutely majestic and beautiful. Gone is the horror and nightmare of what we saw in those previous panels. In the Nativity, here, let me look at this one first. In the Nativity, we see another elaborate architectural element. Not very classical, right? Not a lot of Roman or Greek stuff. I'll give you that. It's very Gothic. It's very, I guess we could say, old-fashioned, but grand architecture for grand people. And here is this beautiful moment between the mother and the son, Mary and her son Jesus. And we see this light emanating from them. Above them, we see the light of God shining down, looking upon Mary and Jesus. It's this beautiful moment of life, birth, joy, happiness. And then the final panel, the resurrection, happens after the crucifixion. In fact, Matthias Grunwald is giving us the exact same tomb that we saw in those first panels. And we see Jesus rise out, burst out, this glorious halo behind him. And he's displaying his wounds. But what is different about this resurrection, Jesus, in comparison to Matthias's crucifixion, Jesus? Well, one is this like glorious being of light, and one is in extreme pain and suffering. One is alive, and one is dead. Now, what does that make? What does that mean? What does that make you feel standing in front of this altar in the hospital? Because many people will die from that St. Anthony's fire. It's a promise of healing. It's a way to acknowledge and reassure those who have been left behind, or if you yourself are suffering from ergotism, it is a visual promise that in the end, you too will be healed, because when you die, all those wounds will no longer hurt. So, in a way, Matthias Grunwald is trying to comfort you, to make you, standing in front of this altar, feel a little bit of peace at your grim reality. Yeah, yeah. So while the exterior panels, oh, I love this image here because you can see the two panels that are in place for the nativity scene. So when those panels open up, and then you put in this insert right here, that's when you get that full effect that we just looked at. So the altarpiece provides a sense of understanding of your pain, acknowledging of your pain and your fears, and then also this hope, this beauty, this love. Yeah, I know. That's why I do this artwork in several parts, because it's intense. It's intense. Okay, let's move to another artwork.